Hey, good morning, Emily. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Hey, just doing a quick virtual tour on our 2019 SR5 Hilux sitting here in front of me. Absolute glamour. Can't wait to take you through it. One owner, funnily enough, down near from Hinterland Toyota has done all the service history, so down your direction. I know you're obviously a little bit south of us, so we are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. So, like I said, we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards up here. I'm currently at 235 Mulgrave Road. We've got another one up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. You can even see across the road there our Toyota and Lexus showrooms as well, and our service department and spare parts and everything down the street there too. So it means we get some absolute glamour cars just like this one here. Pretty much like I said, just going to be as picky as I possibly can. If you can't quite see anything in the video, please let me know. So incredibly clean across the front of the bonnet here. Just a couple, no, that's just a little bit of dirt, just a tiny little stone chip just there, probably about the size of the tip of your pen. And I did notice another one just here as well. But stuff like that, if it's a concern for you, let me know. We can always talk about getting them touched up for you instead. Looking very clean across the actual wheel arch itself. I kicked these wheels out for you so you can see the treads on there too, so stacks of tread left on there. You can see little indicators just in there as well, so probably at least 50-60% in there. Very clean through the inside here too, so through obviously the shockies and whatnot, up through the back and even through those wheel arches there too. So incredibly well looked after. Like I said, one owner down from Hinterland and service through them the entire time as well. Tiny little sort of, no, that's just come off as well. Very clean, extremely well looked after. I'll take it across the front here as well. Just a little couple stone chips on the actual front of the bar just there and there. But again, like I said, if it's a concern for you, let me know. We can always look at getting them touched up. So right underneath there too. Loves it. Very well looked after. And again, just a couple little tiny stone chips on the front there. So again, heaps of tread over the passenger side front wheel this time. Again, stacks left on there. Super well looked after. Through the inside, I'll just show you down the body of the car there too, so you can see yourself. No dents or anything like that. No chips or anything through the windscreen as well. And you've got the genuine, the Rhino racks at the top there too. And just the obviously the front mag. So the SR5 wheels, very well looked after. So I've got keyless entry on both front doors on these guys too. So I've got the keys in my pocket. That's going to lock the car. Push that button, it's going to unlock it again for us. Just while you're doing that, we also got two keys here too, so the genuine ones. So central locking on both of those. We've got the blank key there just in case you lose them. And we've got a brand new one that hasn't even had the plastic taken off yet as well. And they all work perfectly. So plenty of spare keys with this one as well. Super well looked after, very clean through the actual inside of the door card here on the front. Obviously got the genuine Hilux mats as well. All this sort of stuff we just leave in the car. Same across the bonnet, looking very tidy. Inside there. So it is obviously the SR5 with the premium leather upgrade as well. Incredibly well looked after, even the front of these seats. Normally you see when people jump in and out kind of thing that if they've had a hard life, that does tend to sort of crinkle a bit, but very well looked after. Same with on the driver's side over there too. So I got your logbook service books here. So like I said, it was a private owner down south and quite sort of near you. So Hinterland Toyota did the first service at 2020. So that's at 7,000 kilometers. Next one, 23,000, 2021. 2021, 33,000. 42,000 and then 52 again through Hinterland. So it's still only done 52,000 Ks, not due again until 62 or December this year. So full Toyota service history. Can't ask for better than that. So very clean, so we'll keep moving around for you. Super tidy through the back door look as well, down this side. Sort of struggling to see much. Maybe a little stone chip just, no, that's a bit of dirt, disregard. So fuel's over this side here too. Just a tiny little scuff on the actual fuel cover itself. Get the child locks on the inside here too, so both rear doors. Tiny little bit of sort of markings just on the actual plastic itself. Very faint, but just little tiny ones. Maybe a watch or something like that. Same thing there, just a little tiny scuff. Might have had something sitting on the back seats. So again, you've got the genuine rubber mats the whole way around, right across the back, aircon in the back there too, so great for the kids in that. You got the little argument separator in the middle there too with the cup holders. All the child anchor points as well. Now there's a little strap just under here too. So we lift that up, gives you access to under here, so you got a little bit of storage under this side. Under that side's got your tow kits, so your jack and tools. We've got this little hook here as well, so that hook goes around the actual seat rest and clips itself to hold that seat up in case you want to store stuff in here. So again, very clean. Obviously with the SR5 we've got the chrome roll bars there too. We've got the soft tonneau cover here as well, so I've lifted this up for you to unlock that. So they just unclip, because I want to show you up on the inside here as well. So it's already got the lining and everything, the genuine Toyota lining through there. So tie down points. You've got 4 tie down points all around the outside there too. Great stuff about this lining is it doesn't scratch like the paint does. Always looks good. Back into place. That's all you need to do to get that back on. So we're very weather resistant, of course. Again, just down the back corner here too, so nothing in those lights. Very clean across the rear mag. Again, stacks of tread left on there. Very clean through the chassis and whatnot. You can see that spare tyre there as well, looking brand new. So you've got the chrome rear bar with the Heyman Reese tongue and toe ball here, with what I would say would be a flat 7-pin plug on the back here as well. And again, very clean up underneath there too. Even right across the actual tailgate itself. Just a tiny little mark just there. Otherwise very clean. We've got a reverse camera tucked up under there too, but I'll show you that once we're inside. Tiny little bit of sort of marks just there on the actual tailgate itself from people resting on it. Again, very clean down this side too. Little tiny mark just there. Very faint. So the little bit of marks just on this one. It's not actually scratches, it's just sort of, it might even come out with a bit of polish. Very clean through there. This thing has just been so well looked after. Just a little scratch there. Only faint, but it is there. So obviously driver's side rear door now for you. Going through the mats. Over that, accidentally hit pause. So you can see under there your jack and your tools. Incredibly clean through here as well. Just a tiny sort of stone chip just here, but very well looked after. Overall, just an absolutely stunning car. So obviously your window controls, central locking, mirror controls, all here for you. We've got the ignition, so you started up with that one. You've got power fold mirrors on these guys too, so we can tuck those in and out. Just from these buttons here, so if you're close to the car next to you or anything like that. So we're going to jump in the car. Got to have the foot on the brake to be able to start this one. So I'll just straighten these wheels for you. You got a beautiful little menu there. So all electric seats on the driver's side here too. 52,681 kilometres, no engine lights, no dash lights, nothing like that of course. Incredibly well looked after. About a quarter of a tank left of fuel on there. We've got the Bluetooth radio controls all up on the left hand side here, wipers on the left there too. Being the SR5, you've got the automatic settings here too, so on the headlights, so we can leave that on auto. They're going to turn on and off as they need to. Otherwise, parkers, headlights, high beams and blinkers are all like normal. That's all there for you. We've got your little safety systems down here, so your lane departure, adaptive cruise control, all operated from these ones. That little menu in there, you got a bunch of different sub menus in there, all controlled from the steering wheel here as well. So while you're driving, it's nice and easy. Cruise controls down the back, so on and off with that, set and reset with that one there too. Massive big touchscreen display here, still got a CD player there as well. We can jump into the menu, so your sat nav, everything like that. Otherwise, this little apps button is going to bring you to a little sub menu for you. So navigation, audio, so Bluetooth, USB, whatever you got going, telephone, eco mode, all your settings, all that kind of thing, access through that little apps button there too. Otherwise, your home button's going to bring us to this one every time. So your navigation, and of course whatever's playing on the music. Down below, we've got all your aircon controls, so freezing cold aircon in these guys, we won't have anything less. 4 drive controls are all over on the right here too, so you simply put it into neutral, flick it over to H4, low 4, all those kind of things. So if you're doing the creepy crawler four driving, or even just driving on dirt roads or anything like that, we're doing 80k an hour, 100k an hour, whatever the case. It's all electronic, don't have to go locking in the hubs or anything like that anymore. Heaps of accessory plugs here too, so for phones, things like that, chargers, whatever's going on. Being obviously the premium interior, we've got the heated seats here too, so the left and right side of the car, you've got the heated seats. No good in cans, but maybe a little better for yourself. We've got the USB, AUX, everything up on the left hand side here, and a blank switch there too. So if you want to put light bars or anything like that in the car, you got a blank switch here to do so. Traction control, downhill descent, so it's basically cruise control for heading down hills, and of course your rear diff lock there too. So cup holders there, we've got an eco and a power mode. So eco is obviously great for around town, power is great for overtaking people, towing, full driving, that kind of thing. As soon as we go into reverse, you can physically see the actual tow ball itself, which is awesome for coming up to trailers and things like that. It makes life an absolute piece of cake. We've got the real handbrake here as well, proper genuine one. We've got a spare key, we've got a little inverter in there too, so the little 240 volt inverter. Solid handles the whole way around, including the driver's side, which is just awesome. Not a lot of cars will do that anymore. It's such a great idea, I don't know why they don't. Solid handles for the back as well, adjustable seat belts, the whole works. And of course you got mirrors up on the inside there, sunny holder up on the inside there, but no mirror on the driver's side itself. So awesome, really well looked after car. I cannot rate this thing enough. Like I said, single owner with full Toyota service history. So those little electric adjustments just there for you. So I've just left the car running. It's going to beep at us a couple times because we've got the keys in our hand, but it's still running. So just a little reminder for you. I'll actually just pop that bonnet before we finish this up for you, because I want to show you under the engine bay there too. So bonnet release is there, fuel release is just there for you too. It has had the DPF recall as well, so there's a button in there for that as well. So 2.8 litre turbo diesel, full drive. We've got plenty of space at the back there if you want to put a second battery in or anything like that. But super clean through the inside here. So look, that actually concludes our virtual tour, Emily. Thanks so much for your inquiry. Can't wait to hear your feedback soon.